If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Still Got Game, episode 409. Still Got Game is the official podcast of tooltoplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
I'm James Yont Dog Yont.
And I'm Chris Selden 007 Selden.
And we are back from the holiday week. It was 4th of July here. It was Canada Day up where Hitman lives, which is like the fake 4th of July. But not on the 4th. It's on another day near the 4th. It's still the holidays line up. But we're back this week with the show. So I'm looking forward to this. I missed you guys last week. And no one's going to admit they missed me. I know. I understand because I'm whatever. So it's good to be back, guys. All right. So why don't we just...
How dare you assume?
I knew it was coming. That's why I tried to roll right in the show. So let's just jump right in the show proper and jump into the mailbag for feedback and questions from last week's episode, which was actually 2 weeks ago. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Doc Lament comments.
Hey, can we stop for a second?
Yeah.
Is anyone else noticing Derek's mic is like
Cutting in and out. It's
Is
like
it-
it doing like
Yeah.
wavy. Yeah.
Is it?
yeah, you get like quiet, and then all of a sudden you're louder, and then you're like it like I don't know.
It usually happens right after I do the beginning of the show yelling, and then it fixes itself. But because the recording that goes out for the podcast comes from my mic, it's not a big deal. 'Cause
Okay.
But yeah,
I just thought maybe it was me. Like, did I do something wrong?
no,
Why is this
it's
happening?
when I scream at the
Okay.
beginning of the show. So
Okay,
Because he's
all
not
right.
using one of these wonderful Astro headsets right here.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's why.
wow. All right. Doc Lament comments. When do you plan on getting back to a new episode every week? My commute has been so much less cool.
Oh,
Well,
Sorry, Derek. That we
Hitman
haven't
just
been-
told us before the show that he's off the next 2 weeks. So, the summertime's tough. Summertime we miss episodes.
Comic-Con bitches.
Yeah, there's not a lot we can do. So with Comic-Con coming up and people's vacations and everything else, we are definitely not on our normal schedule, but we will be back near the end of the summer. We'll dial it back in, and hopefully we'll be every week until the fall holiday season. But yeah, sorry, Doc Lament, there's nothing we can do. Right, guys?
No, you guys could produce your own show without me. But
I'm here every week.
just saying, I don't know.
We could, but that would be completely insane. Yes. All right. Tanya V comments. I love the last episode, and they've all been really good lately with excellent discussions. I'm really looking forward to the new consoles and can't wait for you to have more news to talk about regarding that. Big fan.
I would agree. I can't wait. I can't wait either. I mean,
The news will start coming at some point, probably not.
not until next year, probably.
Yeah.
Though.
If you want a
I think we got a
spoiler
lot of
alert, Marvel Dude, is that who it is? No,
No,
the
this is
Tanya V.
Tanya V.
Tanya V,
Yep.
if you want a spoiler of like how the next 2 years are gonna go, it's gonna go something like this. It's gonna be us really liking the Xbox, us hating on the PlayStation 5, and that's pretty much how it's gonna go.
What about Stadia?
Oh, my God.
Oh boy,
Was that even on the list?
not even on the list.
That's right, it's not a console.
Booted off the show. Yeah. Our former host Selden was busy playing Stadia. He's the one guy. So yeah. So next year, look forward to more content on that.
Blue Button Chat says we're on our normal non-schedule.
We're close to schedule tonight. All right. Marvel Dude comments. You guys are always missing one host or another. I was listening to the after show part of one of the recent episodes, and D Smooth referred to himself and Hitman as the Reliables.
Wow.
So true. So very true.
You seriously got to
Thanks.
stop writing your own content. I mean,
Thanks for
seriously.
all the laughs and info.
Well, honestly, if Hit's not here, we don't do the show.
Right,
So
right.
he's the only one that can be considered reliable.
And well, see, Hit's not
Same
a
with Derek,
reliable
though.
by the nature of it, because if Hit's not here, we don't do a show, and if I'm not here, we don't do a show,
right.
which means there's always going to be me and Hit, so we appear to be the most reliable members of the Like we can't blow this one. It's automatic.
Yeah. Yeah, because Sheldon and I don't have any access to all the stuff they do, so we're just here on Skype talking. That's it.
But we are the reliables.
Well, it is also like we're new to the show, and you guys
Oh,
have been
that's-
doing this for a while, and we're kind of the co-hosts. You guys are the hosts. So
Yeah. Well, thanks.
I like to
Well,
consider
I
myself
never
the color
consider myself
commentary.
a host.
you're a host.
Oh,
Sit down
no.
long enough, you got that title.
When did this happen? No.
Host squared. Yes.
Like Derek's obviously the talent. The rest of us are just lackeys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you recognizing that, Selden. It's good to know your place. Yes.
Enablers.
All right. Yes, but we are the reliables, Marvel Dude, and we will continue to be. And last but not least, Altius asks, how do you see Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo dealing with Trump's tariffs on China? The current estimate is that consumers would see a 25% increase in consoles to cover that cost. Can they afford to charge 25% more? That is a huge amount. Like, just think about the current consoles. If they cost...
They can't do that. They won't do it.
Yeah, think if the current ones cost 25% more than they did.
They won't do that. If they did that, people would. They literally at that point, you might as well just go buy a PC.
Is that on physical media or is that digital also?
No, that's anything that's manufactured in China that is imported into the United States.
Anything hard that you can like hold in your
Yes.
hand, like an actual item that they'd have to transfer over on a ship. Digital, I don't think they could
Yeah, like
really
digital,
tariff
like,
that at the current.
But I don't
situation.
think there's digital stuff that's made in China that from the companies that we care about.
League of Legends.
Probably all your digital purchases are probably housed on a server in the United States. So
Yeah.
League of Legends? No.
Is League of Legends? No, they're not a Chinese company.
PUBG.
But, yeah, but they're a wholly owned subsidiary of... No, they're Japanese, the Nexon, right?
That
No.
was Tencent. But they
Oh,
were
it's
owned by
Tencent. Yeah, Tencent is Chinese. So I don't know about that digital stuff, but
And isn't technically
I don't think
Epic Tencent as well?
I don't think
No.
the tariff is going to be. Yeah, I don't think it'll affect that.
I think it's
it'll affect
physical goods. Yeah.
hardware, and
Yeah, I'm going to say right now that if these consoles were like the current ones, so what was the Xbox One X? That was 500, 600,
600 when it first came out. Yeah, 600.
So that would be 750. That's a
yeah, I
That's a-
can't
that's a
see him
big price
passing on.
difference.
I can't see him passing on the whole 25%, but I definitely would see an increase. I think.
Yeah, it's hard not to pay. Like consoles are already a loss leader, where they're taking a loss on them to get you to buy the games later. So can they really afford to take more if they're taking a 25% hit? I don't know.
Hold on. The next Xbox will be a Microsoft, obviously.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
assuming it's produced and made here.
No, they've always done their manufacturing in China.
I was gonna say like the PlayStation 5 is definitely abroad, right? So
They're all abroad because China.
But like, imagine if Microsoft wasn't, and they.
And you didn't have that, and
And
that
you didn't have
becomes
that.
even
Like
bigger
that would
selling
be that would
point.
have huge implications.
Yeah.
Most electronics are.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Which is why this is such a huge tariff.
So that's
But-
gonna really affect me though, right? Because I'm in Canada, right?
I don't know. Do the things that Microsoft sell you come directly from China, or do they come into the U.S.
Yeah,
and then
see
we
that- yeah, see that I
export
don't
them
know.
to Canada?
I
That's
don't
what I-
know. Yeah.
I think everything comes into the U.S. and then it gets distributed out from here.
Oh man, you definitely the second hand of the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
That's the case.
Eh, your ports might actually become open and
Yeah.
legally bring things back over to the United States from you guys.
Yeah.
I'll go buy my console in Canada.
Yeah, I think this affects everyone hit. So
Damn it. Okay.
yeah, I don't think they can charge. But to answer Altius's question, I don't think they can afford to charge 25% more, but they might have to. So
I think it's a bigger move. I would say the presidency. I'm not going to say Trump. Just say presidency, the government in general. It's a bigger move. Get more things out of China. I think to get more things back into the United States. I think that's what the move really is. But we'll
Well, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
what
look
the
at
move is. The cost of manufacturing things elsewhere is. There's a reason why every company I've worked for the last 6 companies is manufactured in China because it's cheap, and they have a good infrastructure for doing it.
Aren't most vehicles compiled, like parts are made in the United States but are compiled in Mexico at this point? Would they be able to?
Do you compile a car?
Well,
Yeah.
build it,
No.
put it all
No,
together.
that's not the right word.
Manufacture. How's that?
Okay.
But
Assemble?
I mean, because assemble. There we
Actually,
go.
it's actually the opposite.
Is it the opposite?
So
They're
most of the places, most things like Ford has most of their assembly plants are in the United States, but a lot of the parts are manufactured outside of the United States. They just ship them here. So
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I think this is a bad thing, but you know why. You can see the political reason why, and then unless it finds something that hits home with you, then you don't give a shit about it. And for us, we all have something that hits home with it. So paying 25% more for an already expensive console. All right. Well, great questions, everyone. And Altius, if you want to give us a question, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@toolsplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over into what we're playing? What have you been playing this week?
Literally just Sea of Thieves. Both
Alright.
Insider and retail.
Nice.
shocker.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that?
That's about it. Been kind of busy. Summer's
I know,
busy
summer's
time.
crazy. Yeah.
What about you guys? What have you been playing?
Yaunt.
I played a lot of Black Ops 2 lately. Played some Borderlands, just getting back into it, just trying to feel the game out because I'm excited about Borderlands 3.
Mm-hmm.
Played a lot of Harry Potter. A lot of Harry Potter, the new app, Wizard Unite. I like it definitely better than Pokemon Go for the fact that there seems like there's more challenges
Stuff.
to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just catching Pokemon anymore. It's you actually have things to do, and I like that better about the game.
All right.
Played
First
some
question.
Apex.
First question
Yes.
I have for you on Harry Potter. Have you been cheating again?
Oh,
No.
this is a question we have to
sorry,
ask
sorry,
Con.
Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Have you been manipulating?
spoofing.
No.
Spoofing your location.
You can say it that spoofing. It's fine. No, I have not. I actually been playing legit. So my wife.
Is there an incentive to do that in this game? Like
There is, but I'm not. There's no point of it right now. It'll be better once I get more coins, so they can buy more space. That's the only thing that I'm really running into is the space problem is huge.
Yeah.
Like you use too much energy everywhere, which is just goofy. Like you use it for fights, you use it for challenges, use it for catching stuff, and like I don't need to use it everywhere. Like the gym, especially, like it does not need to be in the gym.
Well, that's why Tiff was spending on like storage for everything else. I was like, no, I am investing all my coins into energy storage. Like whenever I have enough to increase it, it's getting increased because that's
they got that one. They got the one package is a 3-package deal for $475, I think.
Well, that's the one she got bought into that increased
Nice
all the
dog.
banks. Yeah.
Yeah, well, but it increases it by 10 instead of 5, so it's actually more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at the dog.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
so Apex, played some Apex, and then my kid just had a birthday, so we bought him the Labo VR, and he actually really likes it. We played a little bit of it. It's been fun watching him play it. So
The thing we all made fun of by putting.
yeah,
it
I'm still kind of disappointed that we
you
have
made fun of it too.
I know we have literally we have cardboard. It's cardboard.
Oh, Yaunt, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
You shit on this thing
Cardboard.
so hard.
Cardboard. I know
Put it
you're
on their
killing me.
fucking
I
face.
know. I didn't want to talk about it, but
Did
it's
you-
actually
Face.
pretty cool.
I can't even believe this is happening.
So did you get the actual VR expansion of that so that you're putting the thing on your face?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, so he's got the one with the gun, so you put it on your face and you can actually
Can
get the
you-
gun, so
can
where you
you-
can actually go around and shoot things.
Can you use that thing with Legend of Zelda and?
We haven't tried that yet, but yes, you can do it with that.
Oh, that's what I'm curious about. Okay.
We haven't tried that because I'm not really curious on that, but like I might do it just for the fun of it.
Yeah, you should test
yeah,
it out.
definitely.
Yeah.
You
Um,
shit on this so hard. I think he was.
I am still crapping on it. Okay, I'll give
How
it some-
heavy is it on your
let me
face?
give you- it's not really that heavy. The cardboard's actually really light.
Yeah, but
I will give it a
so
couple
is that.
things. Yeah, I know. I'll give it a couple things. It is disappointing that it is cardboard. What's up, Julius?
Is it like a
It's
good cardboard, or is it just like regular cardboard?
No, it's like regular cardboard.
Oh.
It's thin regular cardboard here.
So that little cardboard dude probably cost you $15.
No, it wasn't. No, because it wasn't that expensive.
$10.
Actually, the whole box was
Probably-
not that
It's probably
Um,
on such clearance.
Wow.
probably. So
All right, go.
the so the gun's actually pretty cool. The way they put it together, it was really thought out in the pieces because you can actually cock it like a shotgun and shoot it, and it actually shoots. So it's really cool to play the games.
Cool is
I know it's
you said really cool, but it's like not.
I know it's
not-
cardboard, but just the ingenuity of
But
it.
Maybe just think about it, it's not
cardboard.
super shitty. It's
Yeah, it would have been better if they would have been like, here's a plastic gun that will last forever. Because if this ever gets wet, we're done. It's like it's over with. Some kid sits on it, it's done.
Once
Well,
you start drooling, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect because the Wii had the Nerf expansion that you actually had a Nerf gun you slipped the controller into, didn't they?
Maybe.
Yes. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's cool. That's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's very very cool.
Sweaty hands, it's done. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
It's the gameplay is fun. There's a bunch of cool things on there that I was really impressed with. The fact that it's cardboard was the disappointing part. I mean, like the box had made about the same amount of cardboard as the inside, and it's a lot of pieces. It took my son. So I was working and he was sitting next to me. It took him all day to put the gun and the VR set together. It's pretty intuitive and there's a lot of pieces to it.
all right.
So.
I'll take your word for it, but that's definitely we have multiple Switches, and that's not going to be something we pick up. So
It's his birthday. He wanted it. He's really into VR, and I'm not going to buy him an Oculus Rift right now. So I figured we already got the Switch. This is a cheaper option, something fun he can do. So
yeah, true. All right. Anything else you've been playing?
I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now.
All right. Well, why don't we slip over to Sultan's shit corner?
Oh, here we go.
By
go
taking a nap.
Actually, I'm going to use
Z's
stuff
in
up
chat.
here, and I'm
Z's
going
in
to go
chat.
first, and that way, when we get bored of him, we can just move on.
So you're gonna move right up.
So
Good chat.
I have played some more Borderlands 2. I've been playing shitloads of Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
I can't catch you. I've been trying, but I'm just like, there's no.
I have one guy on my list that's always one level ahead of me. I can't catch.
Well,
And-
the picture you sent in Discord is
Yep.
just like the area you can go through is just crazy. Like I have an area that's like maybe 5 of those gyms or 5 of those stops in a gym in an area, and I'm like, that's about all I got. You have like a whole like
Yeah, near
20
my.
city blocks. It looks like New York City there. Like,
But it's
oh,
not
God.
even a city. It's like the suburbs. And when I leave, I can drive down 3 streets, and by the time I get home, all my energy is full. And
That's.
then
I mean, Boston was a huge ingress field. There was people that were playing the game up in Boston for the
Yeah.
longest time, so they populated that world for you.
but it's,
One thing I did see is that they
Just
signed up
throws that out there.
they signed up Simon's Malls as a sponsor. So if you have a mall around you run by Simon,
I hate
check
it.
that out.
I hate it.
Well, I did notice that
close.
that's the other.
Those gyms close.
Yeah.
The gyms and the stops close because of the sponsorships. It's crappy.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there playing, battling a gym, and the gym closes on me. And I'm like, what? What is this?
It's weird. I
It's
don't know.
only 8 o'clock. Why is the gym closed? The thing
All I
is-
know is that near us, because it used to be the Sprint stores with Pokemon Go, and now the Sprint store is not a stop, and the AT&T store next to it is in this game. So
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying the shit out of it, playing the hell out of it.
I miss all the Starbucks being in Wizards. That hurts a lot.
Still playing tons of Pokemon Go, some Toon Blast, and I've been playing a bunch of. Still can't share any video of this one, but this is one one of the many that I can now name is the Project 1v1, which is the Gearbox first-person shooter 1v1 game. It's pretty awesome. I've been enjoying the shit out of it.
Nice.
This
So-
is one of the NDA
So what's it like?
games?
What's that?
This is one of your NDA games?
It's now the name is no longer NDA. You can say that you're playing it, but you can't stream.
You might
or-
change the
or-
name.
or talk any details to
because
it.
So you can't even tell us
Dolphin
what kind of
Gearbox
genre it is,
Project
like if it's
1v1,
space.
really?
Oh no, I can tell you that it's a first-person shooter 1v1 with some aspects that it's certainly a first-person shooter, but there's things that affect the game that are kind of like a collectible card game to change the way the game plays, and that's all I can really say. So with each round, the game is different depending
Witcher?
on
Playing Witcher?
what's that.
Playing Witcher?
You mean Cyberpunk? No, you're trying to get me to say that? No, the
No.
only thing I'm saying is
You're playing
Project
Cyberpunk?
No, I'm
I
only
can't
saying
believe you're playing
Project
Cyberpunk,
1v1.
that's awesome!
Wow, who's playing Cyberpunk?
Project 1v1 is by Gearbox, the same people that may or may not have a Borderlands 3 beta or alpha going. But Project 1v1 is the game I'm talking about now, and that's what I'm playing, and it's fun. So, Selden, what stupid shit have you been playing?
On the Steam sale, I picked up a couple games. One was Moss. Moss is actually a really intricate. It's kind of a cool little game. You control a mouse that you walk around the environment. It's a puzzler game. It's pretty fun, but it's really cool.
It's hanging himself.
Yes. And then with my kids, I've been playing Don't Stop Talking and We All Explode, which is pretty cool because one person sits on the PC, reads the manual, and the other person's trying to disarm the bomb, which is cool. Played a few of the Xbox. I played through Inside. It's a great side scroller. Then I played a couple other games and SteamWorld Dig 2. Then I played a bunch of phone games, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Wait, hold on. Back up. What was that?
You guys I think it's best if we just move on.
So, all you have to do is play a game that people have heard of. Like, that's really the key to games. We could make a new segment called Deep Cuts with Selden. And it'll go in the after show in case people don't want to listen.
Well, all the other games that I was listing were they were all the Xbox Game Pass games. So I'm going through the library, just trying some stuff out. I'm only listing the ones that I've played like over a couple hours, probably worth of gameplay. So.
Oh yeah, one question: did you get to try that Battle Royale game I was telling you about?
No, because it's not available yet, from what I can see. I signed up for the beta, waiting for it to come out, and then I'm going to try that the VR one once it's out there. It looks like it's really interesting.
Like
Post that
PUBG.
Discord.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it called?
interesting because I've tried a couple other games like it, but it's really kind of weird with the movement. I'm sensing a lot of motion sickness in it because as you're actually running, you're actually sitting in real life, and it really F's with your brain when you're trying to do that sometimes. So
You know we're rated explicit, right? You can.
yeah, I was doing that for you.
Okay. Yon sensitive baby ears.
But no, it's definitely I'm trying to work my way into it. Those kind of motion games where where the motion's fluid, but you're actually sitting still. It really messes with your motor sensory.
Yep.
And really,
I can
fucks
see
with
that. We played there's a VR shop near here, and we went and did some racing on VR racing on my son's birthday too as well. And yeah, it definitely messes with you a little bit.
Yeah. And it's really the running that affects me. Like when I play the climb, which is your mountain climbing and stuff like that, I'm totally fine with moving around and stuff like that. But it's just it seems like when you're in it with a character that's running or moving forward in a walking fashion,
It's a race car, Selden.
Mm.
A race car.
Race car
fast.
is different because my mind is thinking that
I
I'm
hit
in a car
buddy.
and you're just racing along. So
These guys are fighting over there.
But no, like a race car, you're used to driving, you're sitting, you're not moving, but the car is moving. So my brain is okay with that. It's just when there's actual motion, like you're actually running with the camera when it's bouncing as you're running and stuff like that, it really fucks with your brain.
So
You're-
I'm getting a little motion sick on some of
Same.
those games.
If you play Gears of War, you should be fine. Gears of War
No,
has a
God, no.
roadie run, as a roadie run, and
So-
like, that will give you money.
That would be, I would be
Ah.
throwing up all over my computer.
Every time that I've tried to do VR, I always get like sick to like a certain degree. I remember when I first tried the Oculus. It was like a platforming game, and I was able to play it for like 15 minutes, and then I was like, all right, I'm getting a little dizzy. I'm just gonna put this down. But that's as far as it went. I tried another Oculus game that was somewhat similar. I also had the same feeling after like 15, 20 minutes. But then I went and tried the lesser technology, I guess, the PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
And dude,
There's a dig.
I don't know if it was the
Wasn't me.
hardware or if it was the type of game, but because this type of game was like, it was a sports game, but you were in like these mechs,
Okay. Yeah.
and like you were like, like running around like in a mech, and I don't know if it was the motion of being in the robot, or kind of like what Selden was saying about the race car and like feeling
Because
like
you're
I'm-
sitting.
Yeah, because there's a lot of motion, and like I got super sick after like 5-10 minutes. My friend liked to pull me off of it. He's like, "You don't look well."
Yeah.
Like I was all white. I was dripping, like just
Yeah.
dripping.
Different, like as someone that goes to all these events, I like at this point I've probably played hundreds of VR games in 10, 15, or 30-minute chunks.
Yeah.
And it really depends on the type of game and the way that they've laid it out. for you. Like I told you, like these guys at PAX East this year, they put a first-person shooter in VR, and originally they had it the way that you move around in a normal first-person shooter, and they changed it to where you push a direction and you kind of slide to a new spot, so it's not constant steering like in a real first-person shooter, and that really helped with that feeling you start to get after maybe 10 or 15 minutes, where you start to get that like weird, like I'm me, but that's not me, but it's me, and that kind of feeling. That's the thing that fucks up your brain. So
Yeah.
as the technology progresses, these guys are going to figure out how to deal with that. But yeah, I'd say that there's probably 20% of games have something wrong with the way they implement VR that does give you that kind of.
Is it
Vertigo.
hardware? Is it not frames per second?
No,
Like,
it just has to do with
Motion thing.
your mind wrapping around with what you're doing, and those two things, when they don't jive correctly, that's when your brain's like, what the fuck? Ah!
Yeah, like like platformers or like that Moss game or like Beat Saber. I can play those for hours without feeling anything. It's just certain games that the movement of the character that you're
Whenever
playing
you have
just
motion,
fucks you.
You have to kind of play around with it to
Yeah.
figure out the best way.
And I see my tolerance is building as I play them more and more, but it's still at some point I'm just like,
Ours isn't with you playing those games.
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Going back there. All right.
All right. Well, on that, normally we jump into new releases at this point, but there's no major new releases out this week. So,
Wait, I didn't get to talk about Clash Royale.
oh, no, that's saved for the after show.
how's Code Monkey doing?
Yeah.
He's doing good, man. He's running a tight plan.
Oh my gosh. Yes. All right.
We're
on
kicking
that-
ass in wars. We're taking names. We're
That's not a thing
progressing.
people do in Clash Royale. Well, let's move on over to gaming news. So does anybody have a story here? It's a slow news week. So does anyone want to jump on one of these first?
Let's go ahead and hit the Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo consider moving manufacturers out of China story. Since we
That
kind
is-
of talked about it, let's go ahead and hit that a little bit harder here.
No, that is very pertinent. Yeah, so that's the opposite of absorbing the 25% tariff, is considering moving it into the
Canada.
U.S.
Well, that just falls into Trump's hands, right? That's what he wants.
That's That's
Yeah, but he's not going to be president forever, so
Yeah.
like it's not falling in his hands. It's just he's trying to move the economy back to the United States. That's the issue.
By strong arming other countries.
Yeah,
Well,
the-
No, Obama tried to do it with Apple, so it wasn't
Yeah.
just Trump.
Yeah,
it's
no.
been they're
it's
trying to
happened
move things.
before.
Yeah, it's not just
the
Trump.
problem is that no one can do it as cheaply and as as error-free
Legal.
as
What?
China. No, like, China has an infrastructure there for manufacturing where
Yeah.
you go in there, you
If you're a
work on
5-year-old kid
molds
enough,
and-
you could gladly come work at this manufacturing plant.
So yeah, okay. Whether that's the case or not, China is an inexpensive place to manufacture quality goods. Now, that I'm not saying no. You're thinking of made in China goods, like the things that have the tag that you're like, wow, this is shitty. But
It's usually Taiwan, but yes.
American companies that manufacture there, they have legit places that build quality stuff at a cheaper price than they can build here. So what do we think the cost difference? So if it's 25% on the tariff, what's the cost to manufacture here? It's got to be less than 25%, or they wouldn't be thinking of it. Are we talking?
I bet she's probably about 15%, 10 to 15% probably to manufacture here increase.
Well, I'd go way higher than 25% personally.
Really, you would think if they manufacture here, it'd be higher than that?
I think so personally.
Well, then why would they even be thinking of it?
Because
I
they're
don't
desperate.
No. If they're desperate, you just take the 20. You take whatever the lowest hit is.
Yeah, I
Probably
think you
this
just
one.
add that onto the console. That's what you would do. But
But there's only so much, like we talked about, there's only so much you can add that people are willing to absorb. So it has to be somewhere between 0 and 25% to manufacture here. So let's say
But did they come out and specifically say manufacture here, or are they talking about manufacturing in another third world or second world country?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because they could manufacture it in Canada probably cheaper than they could manufacture it in the United States, or even Mexico if we don't close that border down.
Yeah, but you would have to have workers there also. There, Seldo.
Yeah, then North Korea, he's already working on something with them.
Well, maybe that's what he's trying to do. Is they're trying to push to North Korea. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly say in the article where they're
Yeah, it
considering
doesn't
manufacturing.
say, yeah, I just checked
But-
too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Either way, I'm going to assume that it's going to be less than the 25%, and that would probably be more acceptable to them. But I don't know.
I bet you India would love if we put that in place on China.
No. Oh, there's lots of people that like this tariff. So I don't know. But the three of them all stacked together and sent a letter to the administration being like, listen, we work on tight margins and because of that we still sell a lot of these things and it's good for the economy. So if you do this, it's not gonna.
But don't you think that by the United States doing that, that just means that China's not going to come back with their own counter? Oh yeah, you guys are going to take this, and then we're going to do this.
We're not gonna send you shitty fucking kids' toys that'll poison your kids if they chew on them. Yeah, that seems like a bad trade-off. Yes, like when they made those little the plastic balls for kids to play in, and they were dosed with radium or some shit. Yeah. Like most of the shit that comes out of China that's not driven by some first world fucking company, it's not quality shit. There's a reason why those are the things that show up in the crane machine at your local arcade, okay?
Crazy.
Nope.
What do you think, chat? Do you think this is going to be an impact to us? Do you think they'll move it somewhere else? I know there's a couple of you in chat. What do you guys think?
No one's got an opinion.
All right, next story.
All right.
I mean,
Oh,
it looks
I
like
got one.
the big thing that we import into China is pork and steel pipes. So if we don't sell them our pork and steel pipes, is that really going to affect us if we
Probably
don't
not.
buy
Can't make
90%
any
of
more
their
my
economy?
sausage.
Nope.
Sorry.
All right. You taking the story?
Yes, here we go.
All right.
Struggling. HQ developer cuts workforce by 20%, says Gamma Sutra.
Yeah.
Don't they only have 10 people working there? It can't be a huge staff in the first place, can
Well,
it?
they laid off 7 of their remaining
42.
35 employees.
Why do they have 35
It
employees?
doesn't make
I can't figure it out either. Yeah.
A guy with a webcam and a host is all you really need.
Yeah. So that's 20% of its workforce. They were saying that this is due to the fact that the downloads fell by 92%. But do you really expect new people to keep coming on? Or do you expect everybody that was interested in an online internet trivia game probably already has it?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's the case with all these things. Like, how many new people are like, I just discovered Clash of Clans or Candy Crush? Like, they can't be getting new downloads. It's all people buying the microtransactions, right? Everybody that has it has it. There's not.
The only thing that's
Or
going to
has
draw
had
new
it.
people is if they come up with a new game mode that's outside of their words or trivia game, and they put it on a different time slot at some point. But
Kind of like something like something from Jackbox Games.
yeah, like a version like that or something like that. So
Yeah.
and keeping that amount of employees just seems ridiculous if all you're doing is maintaining the crap service that you're already providing, because the thing's crashing or glitching all the time. So
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
Do you guys think that this is like a sign of things to come?
I don't really think so. I think they just thought they were going to keep growing. And the problem was they couldn't figure out how to make the game right. So at the beginning, the game had so many people playing and so few people won. And those people won so much money that it was an incentive for people to keep playing and play and play and play. Then they changed it so the game was so easy that everybody won. And then nobody wanted to play because when you finally won, you got 10 cents, 7 cents, 12 cents, 13 cents. So they went too far the other way. And now they tried to slide it back to the middle, and they tried to change the format where they're not paying out every night because no one can get to the elusive 29th question. Yeah. So
Not only that, like they have I don't understand, like a 20% cut here, and they're giving out all this prize money. Like, hello, where are you getting the prize money from?
well, they got a $15 million next round financing. Like,
yeah, but how
earlier this year.
quickly are they burning through that though? Like,
But
I
now-
feel like
now
they're
that they-
bleeding
now-
money.
Now that they changed the way the payouts work, no one gets paid. Like,
yeah, I mean the jackpot.
Yeah, but still,
Somebody's taken a portion of the big jackpot, like what, 3 times this season?
yeah, it is.
And it's currently at like 225,000, 220,000, somewhere around
Yeah.
there. But
And-
nobody gets close to that.
no, most people cash out at question 12 for 5 cents or 10 cents.
But I don't think they're
It's-
losing money in like winnings. I think they're losing money in keeping their tech up and running, their employees. Like,
Yeah, that's where they're spending.
Yeah, I don't think they're
their
worried
spend
about-
is not on the prizes right now. And that's exactly why they did
that's
this.
why
cut.
I've been saying I feel like they're bleeding money. Like,
Yeah.
they're not
I
really
mean,
making any, and
They have
it
picked up
costs
some
so much to keep it going.
advertisements. So. I mean, they have picked up some advertisements with the movie spots.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
Every week they
So-
have a decent like tier 1 advertiser come in, or they even send in the celebs from that movie or whatever. So the advertising is definitely working for them, but the cost of running the business is why you have to cut this 20%. So it doesn't surprise me at all, and
I feel
Surprised
like
me
this
it's
isn't
not
the last
35
of it we're
people
gonna hear.
on board.
no, I think they'll find their way, but this is not the way they're going to find it. All right. Next story. Anyone?
Um,
All right,
sure.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
all right. I'll take one. PlayStation Classic price drops to $25 at Best Buy and Amazon.
Who
This
cares?
was the most overpriced one of these shit consoles that ever existed. And Sony thought because they were Sony that they could charge such an exorbitant amount over everybody else. And then the price cut and cut and cut. And now it's $25 fucking dollars. Like, that's insane.
I didn't buy this thing. I did not buy this thing because of the price. I didn't buy it because
I'll tell you what, I didn't buy it, but everybody
PlayStation.
should know that by now.
I already have a PlayStation. It still works. Like, I don't need.
I don't know. I got the SNES one over there. I like that. But
I got that one too.
Yeah,
But
I
for-
have those too, but those are
But for-
harder
for-
to get going because
you have to hack it and then you put
Yeah.
the stuff on. But this one launching $100 was nuts.
yeah,
It was
it's a little
fucking
much.
insane.
No.
Well,
I still think
much.
$75 is a little much.
You think what?
I think $75 is still a little much.
No, the classic all-in-one console should be a lot cheaper than that. I agree with you. On.
So this is $25. It didn't drop by $25. It's at $25.
Yeah, it's at 20.
Oh, it's
Okay, well,
at
then
25.
Yeah,
That's reasonable then, but I'm
Yes,
sorry.
that's
Maybe
what
Yeah,
$5.
yeah, yeah.
That's still too expensive. Sorry, I'll stop hating.
It is
$25.
$25 now.
$25.
It's 75% off.
See, I thought it would drop
$25.
by $25. Well, I'm still not going to buy it, but that's
Hey, they
actually a
lied to
decent
us.
price for it.
They're a
That's-
bunch of liars. It's
Why, what do you
$50 right now. Oh, it's Canadian. Never mind.
Uh,
It took me to the
That's like-
Canadian site? Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah, no, Amazon will always redirect you to your local.
No, it usually doesn't. That's
Mm.
weird. Anyway.
But yeah, so it's $25. Still, that probably, if they had launched it at $25, they probably would have had a lot of sales. But because they launched at 100, people wrote it off, and no one's going back being like, "Oh, let me see what it's at now." No, those people all forgot about it. But when it came out, they were like $25. Think how
Well,
many
they were.
people bought it
It's
for
weird.
20?
They were trying. I feel like they were trying to ride the Nintendo wave there.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
it was not a good idea. Like, by any means, what they should have done was just kept it on their console, make it backwards compatible on the PlayStation 4. Not done this. Nobody cares about this. Like,
Nope.
they didn't have any like extreme games that are you can't get somewhere else to play on your PlayStation 4. So, like,
Agreed. Nope. All right, Selden, you finally have a story you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Tetris 99 will get an offline multiplayer mode later this year.
Mhm.
Nintendo announced that coming December 31st that they're going to release another add-on to the Tetris 99 free game. So this will be the second add-on. I think the first one was $10 also. But it will give you the ability to play Tetris 99 offline in a multiplayer mode. So I guess if you have 99 of your friends around with Nintendo Switches and they all spent $10 on the offline mode, that you could play Tetris 99 full scope.
sounds like a LAN party idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So-
I think it's cool, but I think these add-ons should not be $10. I think they should be free or $5, maybe $2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with you.
Is this
Yeah,
just
$2.
LAN support? Is this all this is?
Yeah, it's not even like play with your friends online. This is play with your friends local multiplayer.
I didn't
So
even
basically,
know
it's
you could
gonna
connect that
break down
many.
to like
Because
head-to-head.
realistically, with Nintendo, you can't play with your friends online anymore. You have to play with non-people that you don't know. You can't play with your actual friends.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to
yeah.
be a thing at like PAX East and shit.
Oh, that would be huge at the events
Yeah,
like
I feel
that.
like you're
Yeah.
going to see that at PAX next year.
Yes,
They're
that's
trying to definitely.
You
do
could
the
actually-
Battle Royale.
you could be like, "Oh, I was too slow getting in." Like to the 99.
Yeah.
Like yes, yeah.
I just don't know
That's-
how you're going to sit there and connect 99 switches together.
Because
I guess that-
everybody's on the
Hey,
on the
they-
convention
If it's,
center
if it's
Wi-Fi.
offline, it's not going through their network at all. So it all has to be peer-to-peer. I'm like, can you?
No, it's LAN. So if as long as you're on the same Wi-Fi network, then you're fine. And everybody's on the convention center Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that doesn't
Wait,
sound
is
like
that-
a problem
no.
at all.
Is that how that works, or is it through the,
You think it's
the
through the
ad hoc
Bluetooth?
or whatever it is? Yeah.
I don't. I'm actually. They don't spell it out there. I'm
Yeah,
not
they
sure.
I'm kind
Let's
of
spell it out,
curious. I'm kind of curious how that works. Because if you have a Wi-Fi that everyone could connect to, then everyone could just connect to the internet. So why
Yeah.
would you?
Then you're not all-
Why would you need?
You're not playing it offline,
Right.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
next year at PAX East.
Yeah.
I'll make sure
It
I bring a
sounds-
Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sounds more like it's like you and your three buddies can get together and beat each other up in Tetris. So
Yeah.
Which is, I think, what some people want.
wait,
So,
I can do that now on my phone.
Yeah. Is that Tetris game out on iOS yet or mobile?
No,
Well,
that's exclusive. So, actually, we might as well segue into it. So, speaking of Tetris 99, Nintendo Switch's next Tetris 99 event is a Splatoon crossover. So, this is coming up, I think, I'm pulling up the article, I think it's next week or two, July 12th. So, it's Tetris 99 meets Splatoon. It's called the Splatfest event in Splatoon 2, and it links in with this. So if you have 100 event points in the Splatoon 2 event, you unlock a Splatoon theme in Tetris 99.
So everything's now like pink and turquoise and
and
Yeah.
green
Green.
and yellow and yeah.
wonderful.
It's Nintendo
I would-
cross-mark their own shit.
Yeah, I would like to see Splatoon is an underrated matchmaking type game. It's they did a really good job on putting that game together. I'd love to see it go across platform, but I don't think it ever will. But
Never will.
I just don't see this as an event that is going to draw people in to play Tetris 99.
No.
It's taking over Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I enjoy playing Splatoon more than I enjoy playing Fortnite.
Hey, I
It's
would.
a fun game. It's
I wanna
really
play it
they did a good
offline.
job.
I was so disappointed when I bought that game. I loved it, but I hated the fact that I couldn't play with my kids. Like, why is this not a offline multiplayer? Like, why can't I go like a little
Well, it will be for $10. Yeah.
Tetris? Yes, but I'm talking about
Splatoon. No. Splatoon, never. No.
Hey, never say never, Selden.
Yeah.
Like Microsoft and Nintendo are kind of working together lately, so
No.
Yeah.
we're going to see our first
Well-
Xbox game on a Switch. So
I would love to see
Never know.
Splatoon come across platform. I think
The
that would be
enemy of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?
right,
Yep.
it's possible, man. We could see Legend of Zelda on Xbox one day.
Could.
Could happen.
Who knows? All right. Anyone want to grab a story?
Sure.
Uh,
Gears 5 multiplayer test starts July 19th. I need to
Yeah.
sign up for that because I want to be on.
Do you have Game Pass?
Not
I do.
everyone can join in, however.
I do.
If you have Game Pass, then you're in.
Is Canada excluded?
And,
And
and
I'm in.
if you have
I'm playing
Game
it.
Pass, you're in. And if you've paid for the game in some way, shape, or form, pre-ordered,
Yeah, I will be pre-ordering it soon.
but you're already in. You don't even have to pre-order because you're Game
Oh,
Pass.
yeah,
'Cause
Game Pass, yeah.
You've paid for it. So why would you even pre-order? That makes no sense. That's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
because
That's
I
like
I
buying
want the
limits.
exclusive whatever they're giving out box set. That's what
Okay.
you know. I
Well,
got to
that's-
get a Gears Head 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah, you want the Gears life-size bobblehead to wear in the car on your way to work? Yes.
Yeah.
That means you got to buy the physical media, and people don't do that no more.
Tariffs.
Oh yeah, physical equals 25% cost increase. So now instead of $250 for your physical bobblehead, you're talking another.
$300.
Yeah, you're getting about $300. Yeah.
Because they'll round up. You know they will. It'll be $299 at that point.
Do we know if Gears 5 is a Play Anywhere?
I think it's PC and Xbox, right?
Yeah, but with
Whether it has crossplay or not.
PC,
that's the question.
Xbox, Game Pass that's still going to be separate than Game Pass, right? The PC, Xbox Game Pass.
Don't you have that? Didn't you sign up for Xbox God mode and get your thing extended for like 5 years? Or...
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I thought that was still just exclusive to the console. I didn't think
No, that's
Did that bring in PC as well?
Ultimate is the PC one. Yeah,
Oh.
you're in. You're balls deep. You're
Well,
fucking,
Wow.
yeah, you are literally
I
balls.
am going to be able to play all kinds of shit games all over the place.
Yeah, I'm balls deep in this thing too. Yeah.
I am too, but I quit now that Selden said that. I'm done.
Now Selden's balls deep in you.
Yeah. In all the crappy games too.
Oh yeah.
Why is that's so dumb.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. So I'll try that out.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it. I love the Gears
Alexa, stop.
franchise. So.
You didn't change the timer, did you?
No, I always
You
forget after the
changed
show's
it
over.
for Mondays. No more Monday reminders. Do it
I
right
always
now.
forget
Alexa,
after.
turn on reminders on Mondays.
All right, you know that you don't come out of any speaker here, right? That was
yeah, I
so
tried.
weird. Yeah.
I tried.
All right. Anyone want to talk about any other stories? Or are we feeling good? Or
I'll do this one, I guess. Nintendo Switch Online now has 10 million subscribers.
well, that's a good number.
That's it.
I buy it.
I bought them.
I bought the family
I
pack.
still don't have it.
How many of those are Amazon Prime, though?
Oh, probably 5 million.
3/4 of them.
5 million are Amazon Prime. 2.5 million are people that teamed up with their buddies and bought family packs. And the other 2.5 million are friendless losers.
I think you're going high on all of those.
Okay.
I think that the 10 million's a lie.
Wow. Okay. Well, that part's the one part that can't be a lie. Like that part you can't report
No,
for
I
stock reasons.
I
Yes.
would say that the Amazon's much higher than 50%.
Okay. All right.
I really do.
I'd say it's
be
Amazon.
interesting.
I'll take that
Find
bet.
Yeah.
I'll go over on with you.
All right. I'd say Amazon's the bulk, and then family plans, and then the lowest number are individual subscribers.
No, I'm other way around. I think groups are less.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're the smallest group.
Individuals.
I think that there's a lot of grandmas or moms and pops that bought their kids the online because they asked and didn't realize it was a reoccurring charge.
Oh, that's possible.
Possible, yeah.
Too dumb. Yeah. The dumb tax. Yes. Yeah. No. It's a good number. Proud of them, but it is what it is.
All right, last story.
I don't
Oh,
think we
you're
even-
gonna do one more? All
I don't know.
go
It's up to
ahead.
you. I don't know.
You
We
go
can
ahead.
end it.
No, you go ahead.
League of Legends leads Fortnite as Twitch's most viewed game of 2019.
That's shocking to me.
Thus
I mean,
far.
it really is.
Is
to
it
be honest
though?
with
What is it?
I am still shocked that anyone likes League. League was always a piece of shit. Fuck.
But League
fucking,
is a world game. Fortnite is
It's-
only
That's the
America.
reason why I'm not.
I hate
Just
Why
as
does
many
it
bots
on
that play that
top?
game, I guarantee you there's that many bots that just watch the stream so they can build their numbers.
Yeah, I hate League so much. I hate all of those MOBAs.
Even Dota, duh.
Yeah, even Dota. Like I liked them for a
Oh.
while, and then I grew out of them. I became a big kid. So,
Shots fired at the mobile
The
community.
big kid that's still worth the 4v4 but won't go to the BRs. Yep, big kid.
I'm playing fucking 1v1, motherfucker.
They
Project
need to
1v1
change
in
that
the
name.
house.
Gearbox changed the name. It's dumb.
Hey,
All right.
Gearbox, he's breaking NDA. He can't be talking about none of this shit.
We're going to segue out of the news and finish this up. So if you want us to talk about a news story next week that actually is important to you, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. You can also comment on this episode's thread on the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, if we had some, we'd talk about them, but we don't, so we won't. But if you want to be one and you want this special spot to showcase your shit, 773-527-2961, podcast@toolplay.com. You tell us what you're selling. We'll tell us what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it, you pass. Boom, done. Twitter us up. You can find everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_god_game. Everything Tool to Play related at twitter.com/Tool to Play. I am twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
At twitter.com/James A. Yant.
I'm at twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of us. Facebook.com/Tool to Play. Facebook.com/Derek Nolan. Oh, nobody else gives their Facebook. That's right. We have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tool to Play. That's where all of our archive video content sits. So go there and subscribe. And whether it's this show, Hits Quick Hits, Tips and Immature Interviews, Selden's Dick Cam, any of our popular past shows, Selden's looking confused with his dick cam, but his camera is definitely on the floor and looking up at his dick. So that's the colloquialism for Selden's dick cam. But all of those shows are available on our YouTube channel, as well as this show gets archived there every week. So go youtube.com/toolplay and subscribe. Please rate and review the podcast on iTunes. We need 5-star reviews. So go there, give 5 stars. We got an extra 5 seconds. Write a little something nice. Be like, hey, these guys are pretty sweet. Love them. They're gods. And help us out.
Listen, I want to get to a higher number of subscribers on YouTube. So I think everybody out there should send it out to like 10 people and say, hey, you got to subscribe to my buddies. You got to subscribe to this show. Let's get that number higher.
All right. Like a chain pyramid scheme?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, spread it wide, spread it loud. Hey, Bluebot, why don't you put that up on your Twitter feed so that we can get that going a little stronger?
Yeah. Help us out.
He doesn't even know we're talking about him.
Yeah. Blue Steel, you are the blue bot. Yes. All right. Now that we've covered that. All right.
Nice.
We also have a Discord channel where you can come chat with us and hang out and have a good time when the show's not on. That's tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord. So go there, tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord, and join us and have a good time. We have a Mixer channel, mixer.com/tooltoplay. That's where we broadcast live and we host all of our own individual streams. But speaking of those individual streams, we have those as well on mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
Mixer.com/i6hitman.
Mixer.com/YachtDog7.
Mixer.com/Selden007.
All right. Well, before we wrap up, I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tooltoplay. And on that, why don't we wrap this post-holiday episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Rogan.
I'm James YachtDog Yaunt.
I'm Chris Selden007 Selden.
Fireworks.
Boom.
Boom.
This is why we have no viewers.